see now you're taking the pill.
Feel like I show you dey my corner. Like a governor, son, I go spray you all the moolah. Girl, you go move for me, wine for me, from sunrise to sundown. Girl, I say I know normal, yeah. 9 to 5, 9 to 5, where I go work on you. 9 to 5, it's not right to slide up in it. Overtime, I be monster, no Frankenstein. I'm a girl up past genuine. I'm interested in you. Tonight is the night. I'm invested in you. Tell me, it's true, man, you taking me to? Is it that way or that way? And if we locate it on time, you can have your way, yeah. You're too sweet, girl, you give my cavities. Best believe I could guarantee you. Say my name, say my name, say my name. Feel like I show you dey my corner. Like a governor, son, I go spray you all the moolah. Girl, you go move for me, wine for me, from sunrise to sundown. Girl, I say I know normal, yeah. 9 to 5, 9 to 5, where I go work on you. 9 to 5, it's not right to slide up in it. Overtime, I be monster, no Frankenstein. I'm a girl up past genuine.
Ozigbo Day, yeah, man. Ozigbo Day, man. Greatness. You know, shout out to my great grand uncle, by the way. His name was Ozigbo. Was a deadly warrior that time, bro. Oh my God, that was during the Great Benin Empire. Yes, we are live right now, and we have to discuss about so many things, bro. Things are happening. Guess who I'm live with right now? I'm live with our brother Adewale Kenechukwu, of course. SA, you know where we come here. We come with bangers. And if you're watching right now, make sure you like the video. Okay, share it. I haven't been live for a while though, because some people have been saying, BBC, what did happen? I never see you. What did happen? Well, no vessel. I just, so many things, man. They happen. I just, they're busy in a way, man. But after the hustle, man, gotta bring it up and, put the heat back again. You have to lit the fire for sure and speak our mind. Big up to my brothers in the house, Adewale, SA, and Kenechukwu. Now, the first topic would be Anthony Joshua invading the US again. Okay, Joshua is currently in the US. He was spotted with football superstar legend David Beckham, who I think he resides in America nowadays, if I'm not mistaken. So Joshua is going to be training there in America, and we've heard recent development that Canelo Alvarez trainer Eddie Reynoso and Team Joshua are in further talks, to get a deal done so that Canelo Alvarez can become the trainer for the Joshua. Canelo Alvarez trainer. Eddie Reynoso. He also stated that, listen, Joshua doesn't use his physical tools. I know me and my brother Adewale, emphasized on that yesterday, but our brother Kenechukwu and SA haven't. Let's go around here, Kenechukwu, to give his take on that before we go to the next subject. Welcome to the channel, bro. Welcome back.
Yeah,
been a long time.
Yeah, so sorry, man.
Afana,
you and Adewale are actually right in terms of Eddie concentrating on his physical tools. If you see the fighters that Eddie Reynoso has worked from, what's the guy's name that fights at 118 that just lost his title to? I'm drawing a blank on the chubby guy that beat Joshua. What's his name? Andy Ruiz. Yeah. So you look at Eddie Reynoso's fighters. The Reynoso fighters just One, they are pressure fighters, and two, they use their physical skills. And it's something that all of us were saying on the panel that this guy should be able to overwhelm, what do you call it? Should be able to overwhelm Usyk with his pressure, and when he feels the power, there's no how. But what we saw was a situation where he didn't use his pressure. He just was tentative. He wouldn't punch. He was just waiting and waiting and waiting. And when he would punch in spurts. So I'm sure Edrinoso is going to be like, you have to be on your front foot. You can definitely take Usyk's power. So be on your front foot, and that's what he needs to me to regain the title. So it's a good matchup. I can't wait for March, April to see what will happen.
Thanks for that. Your take on this. Let's go on your essay. Essay, what do you make of Anthony Joshua, the idea of him linking up with Eddie Reynoso, man?
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man. Yeah, as I always say with Joshua, I just want to see like a different look with him, and training with Reynoso. He should be able to get that, discipline from Reynoso, being with an athlete that's like high level like Canelo. My only problem is I don't want them to start dressing him in D and G, so he'll forget the plot. But yeah, like the first guy Adewale said, if he can apply that smart pressure, because I don't think he really needs to do anything magical. He just needs to do what Derek Chisora did. And if he can do what Derek Chisora did, he's going to beat Usyk, in my opinion. So yeah, I'm happy with the news, and let's see what he can do. Let's see if they work together anyway.
Thanks, but I do appreciate your take on this. Do you want to add more to it, or should we just go to the next subject right here?
Yeah, bro, we can keep it moving, bro. We can keep it moving, man. The brothers already said everything.
Okay, let's keep it moving then. Well, Dillian White, Dillian the body snatcher White, Dillian the body snatcher White looks like he's not going to get the opportunity to fight Tyson Fury anytime soon, according to the WBC decision. They said because Dillian White they are currently being sued by Dillian White, so the likeness of that happening is very slim. And it's a little bit weird. Boxing is a very corrupt sport, bro. Like, what the hell? Give those guys mandatory position, bro. Give him a shot. Why is everything so complicated? White Fury is what we want to see. What is the WBC waiting for? Let's get back on here, Adewale. What are your take on this?
Man, yo, the WBC is extremely corrupt. Period. Amongst all the sanctioning bodies, I feel like the IBF might be the most reputable because we hardly hear about controversies with mandatories. They usually order their mandatories. They get it out of the way. When it's time for unification, you don't hear drama from the IBF. But the WBC has all types of primary belt, secondary belt, WBC silver, WBC gold, WBC diamond, platinum. They're just weird, man. WBC is just very strange, man. As far as Dillian White is concerned, I feel like, man, just give this guy a title shot. Let's get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. And if we are looking at the style matchup between Tyson and Dillian White, it's going to be entertaining. Because Dillian is a brawler. Tyson is a boxer that has transformed into a brawler. So we don't even know what is going to happen, but more than likely, it's going to be a clash. It's not going the distance. That will be an interesting fight. So why can't we just see that fight, get it out of the way? But at the same time, all right, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. Dillian White himself, he shoots himself in the foot too many times. It was a little bit smart of him to pull out of the Otto Wallin fight. That was intelligent. I don't believe he had any injuries. He just knew that, man, what is the point going in there against Otto Wallin and risking losing this opportunity for the title again? So he decided to pull out of the Otto Wallin fight, but now the WBC is almost screwing him over. Well, are they even screwing him over? Because the only thing they said is Dillian White is not the mandatory. There is no mandatory in the WBC. That's all the WBC said. And then they came out with a bunch of tweets on their Twitter page showing different champions across different weight classes. They also added the Bridger weight class with Alan Babbage ranked in the top 5. And I'm just thinking, you know what, bro, as much as I wouldn't mind saying Tyson Fury versus Dillian White, I'm just sick and tired of all these guys, plus the WBC, plus these fighters for the most part, especially when a fighter decides to shoot himself in the foot and starts crying wolf, like everybody else owes him something. If the WBC does not put Dillian White as a mandatory, they have a position because he got knocked out by Alexander Povetkin, and that was the last fight. And then he came back and knocked Povetkin back out. Does that guarantee him a mandatory shot? This is we speaking from emotions. If we are saying give Dillian White a mandatory shot, give him. But technically, as much as Dillian deserves a title shot, I agree, he still shot himself in the foot. So he's not going to win a court case against WBC. Period. But that's all I have to say.
Thanks, but I appreciate your take on this essay.
Yeah. I think he said everything that needs to be said about Dillian White. Dillian White's case gets really frustrating because I don't think there's anyone more deserving of a title shot than him right now. And he's number 3 or number 4. You know, so give Dillian his shot, man. Give him his shot. That's all I have to say.
That's what Inejuku.
Man, to me, I just the way I see it, I'm a creature of habit. I look at all those conventions, the last 3 conventions. So I look at the fact that if you want something done, you go to the convention, you spend a little money, and then you get what you want done. To me, Dillian knows the formula, and he lets himself down. It's just like you knowing 2 + 2 is 4, and you're writing 5 on your exam table. Lomachenko did not want to fight David. He wanted to franchise himself. What did he do? He went down to the convention, got Bob and Calm ready to speak for him. They did what they did. He became a franchise champion. Estrada did not want to, wanted to continue his super fight this thing. Did what he did, went down to the convention, got a franchise title. Anybody who has wanted anything, when Eddie wanted something, he went down to the convention. If you want anything and you know that convention is coming up, all Dillian needed to do, go down there, shake Mauricio's hand, tell him, got his lawyer on the phone. Monday morning, that lawsuit is being withdrawn, but I need you to make me the mandatory. Come out with this, they make me know. Give him whatever he wants, because Mauricio clearly is not straight and forward, allegedly. Give him what he wants. You'll be made the mandatory. Tyson won't have anywhere to run to. He has to drop the belt or he has to fight or retire. Simple. The formula is very, very simple. I don't know why. All of us have seen all the videos from the convention. I've seen people walking around. The time they made Adonis an honorary member for life. If you want anything from the BC, you go down to the convention. Everybody knows this. You know the formula. And your speed is sitting down in Croydon or you're sitting down in Portugal, where you're meant to be at the convention with Eddie, negotiating and also lobbying, in quotes. You know the formula. I beg, if you were serious about it, to me, it's not serious about it. If he's serious about it, he knows what to do. You know, so that's it to me. It's just, that's just it to me, man.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate your take on this. You guys have heard it from our brothers, Adewale, SA, and of course, Kinechuku. Stay tuned, by the way. So, going to the next subject right here. Canelo Alvarez is set to face Ilunga Makabu from DRC, Democratic Republic of Congo. Remember, there are 2 Congos, Congo Brazzaville and Congo Kinshasa. Kinshasa is the DRC, used to be called Zaire, where Robert the Jungle was fought. Remember Muhammad Ali and George Foreman fight? So he's set to fight Makabu, who is the WBC, Korean WBC champion. And WBC if Canelo go ahead to fight Makabu. Makabu, looking at the tail of the tape right here, Makabu is 34 years old. He's got 28 wins, 2 losses. He's knocked out 25 people. He's 6 feet tall. And he has 74 inch reach. So Whyte, Canelo is 5'8". So it's just 2 inches, you know, difference. So it's not really, Makabu is actually a small cruiserweight. Why you have our brother right there? Of course, Lorenzo Coley, who is, I listen. I'm not gonna give my take yet, but I believe that Makabu is past it, bro. He fought our brother, our Nigerian brother Durudola, you know, in DLC, whom of course he knocked out. We know Durudola is already past it in a way, and yeah, I think Durudola has a fight against our other brother Richard Riakbo. I don't miss this upcoming weekend. I'm gonna be watching that fight as well. So Makabu got knocked out for sure by Tony Bellew. Makabu is already past it, bro. In fact, even when he was at his prime, he wasn't good enough. So why not fight a young lion in Lorenzo Coley? Even Maris Bridges would be nice. At this rate, I believe Canelo will fight Anthony Joshua, man. These guys. In fact, I see a Ruiz. I see a Canelo versus Usyk in the future. I think that's something that if Usyk is still the champion, I think that's something he would do. You know, what do you guys make of this move right here from Canelo? A good thing, you know. Canelo wants to become a five division champion. Dewale.
You know what? Canelo Alvarez is a great fighter. I like him, but the game plan that he's executing has been overplayed. He already did that in the past against Kovalev, right? He went up, I believe, 2 weight classes from 160 to 175, or was it from one? No, yeah, it was from 160 to 175. Went for the weakest link, the weakest champ, and that was Sergey Kovalev. He knocked out Sergey Kovalev, and everybody was like, "Yay, Canelo is a 3-weight world champion." And then he moved back down to 168, an easy division. In 11 months, he became undisputed. All right. In my opinion, he did not fight the best while in the pursuit of undisputed in 168, because Benavidez, in my opinion, beats all the guys that had the titles. Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, and Caleb Plant. However, let's forget about that. Canelo going back to the cruiserweight division to make a fight against Makabu is simply buying a title. All right, he's going into the 200-pound division to buy a title from Ilunga Makabu. It also coincides with a time where a guy like Makabu has a title, and a guy like Makabu, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to my African brother Makabu, but a guy in the position of Makabu will more than likely be willing to sell off his title for some money, because there is no way Makabu will be in the cruiserweight division and make $3 million, $5 million that he's going to make against Canelo. Cruiserweight is unknown. There is nobody, bro. I literally don't know anybody in cruiserweight. And brother Ray, you said something. You said you see Canelo maybe fighting Usyk. That will never happen. Usyk will wash him, bro. Usyk will wash Canelo and probably knock him out. Usyk is too good for a guy like Canelo. Okay.
Bro, Canelo is actually the best boxer right now, though. If we should look at it.
Yeah. I mean, it depends.
I don't think it will be. I don't think it will be a watch, but of course it will be a very like Usyk will boss him though. Might even knock him out.
Canelo is top 3.
Canelo has a very good team, bro. This guy, you didn't see what happened against
he's gonna get disgraced by Usyk. Usyk is too good. Usyk is too
Usyk's footwork alone will just be too good.
Bro, Canelo will be thinking too much for 12 rounds, and Usyk is a bigger guy than Canelo. He will knock him out quickly. It's not gonna go the distance. But as far as Canelo going to Ilunga Makabu, we've seen this played out before. He did the same thing against Sergey Kovalev. He basically bought a title. all right, Sergey Kovalev was willing to throw that title on the floor for a big paycheck. And that's exactly what happened. And Ilunga Makabu will be willing to do the same thing. But I will respect Canelo, right? Because it sounds like criticizing him too much. If Canelo goes to the cruiserweight division and takes that title from Makabu, because he's the favorite, I believe he beats Makabu. Makabu is not the best. He's not one of the best. He's a decent fighter, but he's definitely not one of the best. If Canelo takes that title from Makabu and decides to unify with Brady's, Lawrence Okoli, then I'm going to doff my hat for Canelo that, yes, you're a real killer. But if he wins that title, becomes a 5-weight world champion, and then coincidentally, maybe a guy like I don't know, man, some small guy in the heavyweight division has the WBA regular title, and then Canelo says, I'm going to the heavyweight division to fight for a world champion, and I'll become a 6-weight world champion. Bro, that can be sellable to the casual fans. I'm not buying that. That's all I have to say.
Times what let's go on here. SA.
Yeah. Canelo, pound for pound number one. And to me, he's acting like pound for pound number one. That's the behavior you really want from pound for pound number one, especially someone who has come from where Canelo has come from and has put himself in that position, and he's just riding on confidence, and that confidence comes from having options, and that's what Canelo has right now. He doesn't need to fight Benavidez to prove anything to himself. He's going for what excites him, and he's going for those trophies. So he's going for those belts. I don't think if we're looking back in 10 years' time, they won't really. I don't think anyone would say, well, he didn't prove himself against Benavidez. Let Benavidez prove himself. So to Canelo, he's going for what excites him and he's getting all those trophies that are going to look good in the future. They'll say, oh, he was a 5-weight champion. No one is really going to go into all the details and say, oh, yeah. So I'm enjoying the Canelo show. I think he needs to do. He should keep on doing what he's doing. He deserves it. And everyone on Twitter is talking about him all day. They've been talking about him. So Charlo should go do something and get talked about as well, and all those other guys. That's how I feel about the matter.
Times what I appreciate your take on this. Yeah. Let's go on here. Kenechuku.
Yeah. Well, I think the major difference between most people on the panel and me is that I've been watching Makabu since he was fighting, and I think he still has a fighting contract with Golden Gloves Promotions in in South Africa. So I've watched his career from even before he fought Grodola and everything and Bellew, and I've always thought he's an average fighter, but he has grit. Even some of the matches he won in SA for the ABU title, African Boxing Union title, he barely, if he wasn't a member of the Golden Gloves promotional team, he would never have won those titles. Because those titles, his opponents actually beat him. I think 2 of the matches out of the 4 I watched. So he's an average fighter, but well, they said the deal is very sweet from the Canelo, from his aspect. Said the government of Congo DRC want to actually sponsor the whole fight, and they are willing to put up with Canelo's purse. So let's see what happens, because it's definitely the next time I see Canelo is in May, and he said it's Makabu or nothing. So that's like he said in February or this thing, beginning of the year, is Yildirim or nothing. And he still fought Yildirim. So he's going to fight Makabu. So the 160, 168, and 190 something pound holders versus each other. So I think it's a good fight for Canelo, but for Makabu, it's going to be the biggest payday of his career. Everybody says that Canelo should have actually fought the young lions and everything, but the same young lions are the ones that, instead of calling him out and fighting against themselves, they are busy following him everywhere, and he'll treat you like a needy ex-girlfriend. Now you can follow me everywhere. I'm not going to even give you any attention. So that's how he's treating them. They can fight each other and make good legacy fights among each other. So it's not Canelo's business. He has done what he's meant to do. And it's left for the other fighters to follow suit. I believe that he's tried. He's done what he's meant to do. He's unified the 168 division. He hasn't unified a lot of, or rather, become undisputed in other divisions. But it's left for other fighters to fight themselves and make themselves relevant. It's not his job. His job is to make the most for his family and then retire before the age of 34, 35. And he's on his way to doing that. So that's my take on the issue. It's a good fight. At least Makabu gets to make upwards of $8 to $10 million. So with that money, he can always retire and do something well with his life.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate your take on this. Guys, keep liking and keep subscribing to the channel. So, let's get to the next one right here. It is a big fight coming. Big fight coming up. Terence Bud Crawford versus Sean the Problem Porter. Bro, who wins this fight? And bro, this is a monster fight right here. I'm gonna be live for it, by the way. Oh my god, I can't be live because I'm not gonna be available. Damn. Want to know? Anyway, I will watch it though, but I can't go live. Let's go down here. Adewale to give his take.
Man, I'm not going to take too much time because I don't want to say everything that everybody else has to say, man. It's a great fight. Crawford, Porter. Great matchup. Sean Porter, we all know he has been in the ring against all the top 147 pounders. Kell Brook, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is still one of the top, maybe top 10. And Sean Porter, in all of his defeats, has never looked like, a trash fighter. He will give you a run for your money. And I believe the same thing is going to happen against Terence Crawford. Crawford, in his own mind, he feels like he has done a lot in his career, especially in the 140-pound division, becoming undisputed. And he was also a champion in 135. So, I mean, the guy feels like, and I've done so much in my career. I'm already a Hall of Fame. But people are holding him to a high standard. They expect him to fight the best in his current division, 147. And most people consider the other best to be Errol Spence. However, that fight hasn't happened for whatever reason. Boxing politics. It sucks. Sean Porter is a great replacement before the Errol Spence fight happens. I believe strongly that if Porter comes in the same way that he came in against Spence, all right, he probably beats Crawford. He has a good chance. But if I'm being sincere with myself, being logical, I know Terence Crawford is a more skillful fighter. He's a sharpshooter. His right hand is precise. His left hand is precise. He's ambidextrous. The guy is just a great fighter. He's so intelligent. But I've seen him wobbled in the past. I've seen him, get put on pressure and having to dig deep and come out with a victory, like the fight against Jose Benavidez, even though he got the TKO in the 12th round. But at least Jose Benavidez was able to push Crawford, all right, against Green Machine, or what's that guy called? Kavalasquez. Against Kavalasquez, Terence Crawford got dropped. He touched the canvas. So he's been in there with some guys that gave him some problems in 147 pound. And that same Kavalasquez, we saw him got bludgeoned by Virgil Ortiz. So, bro, listen, man. Crawford is a great fighter. He's actually he's a legitimate great fighter, pound for pound, everything. But he still has some chinks in his armor. He could lose to Porter. If Porter keeps that pressure from beginning to the end, 12 rounds, he could beat Crawford. But at the same time, the intelligence of Terence Crawford might put Porter in harm's way. He might be getting counter-punched while coming in with his head, trying to headbutt Terence Crawford. Bro, it's going to be a great fight, man. I'm just going to shut up right now. I look forward to that fight. I'll let the other guys talk.
That's what I do. Appreciate it. Try it. Let's go down here. Say.
Yes, sir.
Take on Sean Porter versus Terence Crawford.
Great fight. I'm really excited about
By
this
the way,
one.
I think tonight is the press conference. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
bro. I mean, I don't know. It's gonna be like there's going to be a lot of trash talk, bro.
From those two, we'll see. I'm not expecting trash talk from them. But yeah, excited about this fight because I know Porter is definitely coming to fight, and I know he's not going to show Crawford any respect. So he's gonna bring the pressure, and he's gonna push Crawford. He's gonna give him the test that we've been looking for him to have at welterweight. And I don't think the fight is gonna go distance because I know Porter is gonna be careless in some spots, and like Adewale said, Crawford is a sharp shooter, so he's gonna get him at some point. And also know what happens when you take the fight to Crawford, man. The dog comes out. So a fight is gonna break out at different points during that 12 round fight, and I think it's gonna be a great fight. I don't think Porter can beat Crawford. I think Crawford is just a level ahead of Porter, but I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think it's a good test. So yeah.
Times, but Akidejiko.
I think it's going to be a good test. I think they're going to go 12 rounds. It's going to be. They're going to. I think both of them are going to go straight to the hospital after the fight. I think none of Sean Porter knows that this is his last. Think about it. Sean Porter knows that this is his last fight. Last fight for a title at 147. Because look at the guys that are coming after Ennis and this person are not going to give Sean Porter that chance. The only chance that he's ever going to get is mandatory or something. Somebody using him as a stepping stone or a gatekeeper. This is his last chance. Terence Crawford is super pissed. Why is he super pissed? And none of us talked about it. You guys know that Terence Crawford actually put in a bid yesterday. Sorry, day before yesterday. For this fight, for the winner to be declared WBC mandatory. And the WBC refused. He put in that bid yesterday or day before yesterday, and the WBC said no. He's super angry. He's super angry. And when I heard that thing, I'm like, God damn, Crawford will be super mad because he wants that Errol Spence fight. So he put in a bid for that mandatory position that the winner of this fight gets to keep. Because I think Sean was meant to be mandatory, so he said the winner gets to be WBC mandatory, but WBC said no to this day. That when the champion comes back, they'll decide who they'll make the mandatory. So I know that.
I have a question. Sorry, I have a question, man. But is it normal for a champion to be the mandatory to another champion? I don't think I've heard of that before.
No, they've never done it, but it's in some. See, whoever the WBC says is the mandatory, and they can say Mauricio has always said unifications trump mandatories. So what he's basically saying is that if he wins the fight, he thinks that he's going to win the fight as the WBO holder. He's the unified champ, and it refers to the unified champion. So they are making a unified match together. So the WBC should give their green light to it. So it will be just more than just politics. It's now something mandatory that Errol has to defend. But they said no, that Errol is still injured and this thing. And when he comes back from the injury, then they will decide who is mandatory will be. Just like when he was injured the first time, they removed Danny Garcia from the mandatory spot. And then when Errol came back, Errol said he still wants to fight Danny. So they went ahead with the Danny fight. So I don't know, Sha, but I know that thing was rejected, and Terence Crawford is not happy about it. Even if you listen to the press conference, the one before this one, the one that he showed up for, he was asking this guy in TGB Promotions that, tell the truth. Are you saying that I've never ever asked for a PBC fighter? I've never called you and asked for a PBC fighter. Then the guy in TGB Promoters said, yes, he's right. Terence has constantly asked for our fighters. So he's always, right now we're seeing a different league that he knows that he's 33, 34. He wants it badly. He wants it because he knows that guy. You know, if he goes to 154, they're going to kill him now. So he better just die in that 147. Do like 3-4 more years of boxing and just leave. So I think he wants it more than Sean. That's what I think. I just think he wants it more than Sean. I think he's going to go.
I have a question. What if so? And Essay also made a reference to this point earlier. He was saying something about if a fight breaks out, Terence Crawford might come out on top in those little, those spots of fights breaking out. Do you think that Sean Porter has the physical advantages over Terence Crawford?
He might have the physical advantages, but he doesn't have the power. Sean Porter couldn't knock out Formella. You saw what Conor Ben, who doesn't even have power, did to him. Sean Porter is a volume person, and he's a strong person, but he doesn't have KO power. That is what when was the last time we saw a Porter knockout? That was Malinaji now, 2011, 2013 or something like that. Porter hasn't knocked out anybody in a while. He doesn't have knockout power. He has volume power. He will outwork you. He's a volume power person. He will stagger you. He doesn't have knockout. AB had more power than Adrian Bruno had more power than him, and AB is a 140 pounder. Regis definitely has more power than him. He's not a knockout. This thing. People like Terence only respect people who actually have decent knockout. Even Kavanaskis had way more knockout power than this thing Porter now. That's why Terence had to switch off when he got dropped allegedly against Kavanaskis, against Green Machine, Mean Machine. He doesn't have the power. That's the problem. If he had Virgil Ortiz's power and Terence and his skill level, and Sean Porter's skill level, with this thing, he knocks out Terence Crawford. He doesn't have the power. You need power to get that respect that Terence is going to walk right through him, and he's going to get backed up, come back, walk right through him, get backed up again, come back. This thing is going to be a back and forth this thing, but he's not going to knock Terence out.
So do you think Terence knocks him out?
I think Terence. I think Kenny stops the fight or he goes 12. Sean Porter is not good. Sean Porter will die. Sean Porter will bite. Sean Porter is the kind of person that will bite your ear off. Remember the Sean Porter versus Andre Berto. And Sean Porter was literally using his elbows that was the last knockout that he got. Yeah, before Malinadi. That was the last knockout that he got. He used his elbow so many times in that match. I don't understand how he wasn't called. Yeah, he wasn't DQ'd. And that's what Errol Spence was saying that Sean Porter fights like he's drowning. And then I remember when Sean Porter was on the press conference and he was asking Andre Berto that, do you consider me a dirty fighter? And Andre Berto didn't want to answer. But everybody knows that how you fought Andre Berto with your elbows. We saw it now. You fight like if you're drowning. Like if it's you survive. That's why I keep on saying that Sean Porter would rather die than Terence Crawford knock him out. You bite his ear, you pull down his shorts, you do anything. You're not knocking me out. You saw what he did to Ugas when Ugas knocked him out. He said, "Oh, I slipped," and he pushed me down with his dog. I was like, he knocked you down, bro. I'm like, Sean Porter will do anything to retain his title. Anything. You think that punch from Earl didn't hurt him? He hurt him, but what did he do? He said, let's go. No, Sean Porter is a dog. He'll do anything. He'll do anything to this thing. So that's how it's good to me. 12 rounds. Terence Crawford wins. If he gets stopped between 10 and 11, Kenny Porter throws in the towel and says no more.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate your take on this. You guys have heard it. Keep on liking the video, subscribing, and keep supporting BBC for sure. Now, let's get to this right here. So, Nigerian singer Davido has been able to raise the sum of 120 million naira. After appealing to fans and sharing his banking details on social media. Bro, it is very interesting for a Nigerian musician to I think Davido is I'm not a huge fan of Davido, like that. However, I know a lot of his songs, but I follow his humanitarian work. I think he's doing a good job. I think he's helped a lot of people, and it's kind of like reaping the reward. So he's been basically like, let me use PG. The guy it task the guy it task people now. Say man, if you know, say man, that my guy you been afraid you be drop 1 million naira. You understand? As they say here now, he call people out. All of them, man, like Naira Marley, like, bro, this guy's been raising a whole lot of money, bro. Like, the first Nigerian artist to do this, bro. And he's raised over 120 million naira. Like, I mean, maybe they're pushing for 200 million naira, bro. A whole lot of money. That's like a quarter. No, like, that's like half a million euro, you know, if he gets to the 200 million mark. So the first artist to do it in Nigeria. But I'm not trying, you understand? Like, I'm talking about his friends, Patoranki, bro. Almost all Nigerian musicians, Nigerian celebrities, you know, even people that you hardly know, or they're businessmen and those kind of stuff. Even the famous Femi Otedola, you know, the billionaire. It was so funny what he said here. He said, Femi, this one, Femi Otedola, FO, this one no be a lot, na alarm. We know Otedola is a very rich guy, he's a rich man, bro. So, what does you guys take on this right here? Nigerians supporting one another, because I don't believe any other African artist can do this outside maybe Davido, maybe Whiskey, all this kind of stuff. But this is also a good thing, because why is this a good thing is Davido, the reason why I will support Davido, I always support the guy, is because he spoke out during the NSAS movement. Even though I did not like the way he conducted himself during the COVID-19 outbreak in Nigeria, how he partied and all this kind of way during the lockdowns kind of stuff. However, the NSAS movement, he really played a huge part, you know. And I like when people stand up, despite the guy coming from a rich, wealthy family. He stood up, you know, for the masses, you know. And I think, you know, he's an example that I know. Listen, I know, man. I know. I don't have an idol. I don't see. I don't look at artists or, you know, musicians as my idol, bro. I look at historians, bro. I'm very much into history. But you have to give this guy credit, bro. 120 million naira so far and counting. What's the reaction to these brothers, Adewale and the Kenechukwu?
Man, I think it's a good thing, man. It's a good thing that Davido is getting love from his supporters, right? He's able to rally people together and put their resources to help him. You know, I feel like it shows the camaraderie that could be built amongst people in Nigeria, and it shows that we can support one another and have a better society. But I also have a lot of things to say that are negative, but I'll keep that for another time, because there is
bro, speak your mind. There's time. We have the time, bro.
I mean, I just feel like the truth is, the reason why Davido is getting all the love that he is getting, he deserves it. Don't think I'm hating on him, because I have no reason to dislike Davido. I like some of his music. I'm not a fan of his. I don't know any one of his albums. I have never purchased any of his music, but I know some songs that he sang. And it seems like a good guy. I like that he stood up during the NSAS campaign. He went all the way to Abuja. He was talking at the police headquarters in Asokoro. That was commendable. I liked it, right? So those are the reasons why I respect Davido. But at the same time, the reason why he's getting the money, the donations from people, is because of his celebrity status. That's all it is.
No. It's from his people. Getting it from his friends. Not people, bro. From his friends and fans. Okay. I think you have to. I don't think he has to do that, because how many celebrities in Nigeria can put this off? Mention them.
I mean, it also shows that Davido is liked by the people.
The guy is not about being liked. It's about what you've done. The guy has really helped a lot of people. Even do you know how many artists the guy has really helped? You know, bring up. bro.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
so
bro, I'll be honest. I don't
you
know
don't
much
just
about
get
them.
this. You get even the Nigerian fans. A lot of the fans are mainly whiskey fans, bro. There are more whiskey fans in Nigeria than Davido fans. If you look at it, okay, that's a fact.
Bro,
Whiskey
me, I
is
don't
more
even know
adored.
much.
Whiskey is more
I
adored
swear.
than Davido. I know that. I mean, I know that because even though you know, you have to understand. I don't know if you know this, but I used to be a musician, bro. I've got my demo and everything, bro. I used to go to shows back in the days in Benin City, bro. We used to do like I was in a group there. Bro, I went to Alaba Market for a reason many years ago. I mean, is that not up to? That's up to 15 years now, bro. 15 or yeah, between 15 years, yeah. I think up to it. 14. So, bro, I know what I'm talking about right now. Continue, bro. Let me not interrupt you.
Yeah, man. Yo, you see, right? People like Davido, and they are showing him love. They like him for the things that he has done in the past, or for whatever reason. Maybe they like his music, or they just find the guy as someone they can relate to. And I'll tell you what, me personally, amongst these top Nigerian musicians, I don't like Burna Boy. I don't like Burna Boy's personality, personally. All right. Because there was a time Burna Boy actually slapped a lady at Silverbird in Port Harcourt. And that's the reason why I just can't find anything in me to like Burna Boy. Okay. I hate
Is it
people that
because
put Burna Boy.
Burna Boy is a little bit like it seems arrogant or something like that, or proud?
I guess he's arrogant because if you're not an arrogant person, there is no reason why you slap an attendant at a movie cinema, at a movie theater in Port Harcourt, just because you're a celebrity. Bro, you don't put your hands on someone then. Anyways, I don't really pay too much attention to these celebrities, me personally. But I feel like Davido is getting all the love that he has right now because they
Bro,
like him.
can you
And
believe
that's what
right
it
now
is.
there's an alert from Ghana, bro? An alert from Ghana artist, a Ghanaian artist. That's
Bro, I'm not
$1,000, bro.
surprised,
This is
man.
weird. This is
Bro, all
weird.
these things,
I never seen this before,
brother, let me
bro.
tell you. You know what really bothers me? Bro, Nigeria is the country where over 70% of the population lives in poverty. So when all these types of news are coming out, I'm not excited. I will be more excited when those people living in poverty have their lives improved. If they can have people that will stand up for them. There was a video that went viral recently of some school children in sewage. All right. If those school children in sewage can have people stand up for them and sponsor their education in decent classrooms and give them decent houses to live in, decent food, I will be more excited about that. But all these celebrities, bro, I don't care about it. It's like Big Brother Nigeria to me.
Well, bro, I think you don't know the video like that though, because if this was just a greedy celebrity, then I would understand. Like I said, I've batched the video before, and I will continue to forget that. Forget that the guy is Edo guy. You know, the guy is half Edo. Okay, his mom is from Edo. Forget about that. I will bash anybody because when someone doesn't do something right, I bash the person, bro. However, this guy he's doing a lot of good Samaritan work. So that's why I respect the guy. And of course, I understand you are very political sometimes. You know, you tend to you hate Nigerian government. I understand. However, this is not a government matter. You know what this shows? This shows that Nigerians are really supportive. You know, Nigerians. Listen, I will tell you right now. I've met a lot of bad Nigerians. I'm a Nigerian myself. Okay, I encountered a lot of bad Nigerians. You know, back in the days. You know, but guess what? It was the same Nigerians that also, helped me so many things I needed to do. Okay. Even when I created this platform right here, surprising. I mean, I got a lot of support from Nigeria. I wasn't expecting it, to get support from Nigeria, because I never even believed that. Of course, me coming from Nigeria, I know boxing is not, boxing is not the mainstream. It's not a mainstream sport in Nigeria. So a lot of people hate boxing, except for those who've been watching it since day one, maybe from a child who their parents took to maybe the cinema or maybe a sports center to watch it or something like that. A lot of the brothers don't watch boxing, don't like boxing. So I was surprised with the support I got once people knew I was Nigerian, even though they weren't going to Like even the way they didn't have any intention, you know, of even subscribing or liking a video. Once they knew I was Nigerian, they liked and subscribed, supported me. That shows how Nigerians can support one another. Nigerians do support one another, but there are also lost who are very, you know, who are very wicked. You know, so continue, brother. Adewale, are you there? Continue, bro. Adewale don't come out. Okay, let's call Kenechukwu in here. Kenechukwu, are you there? Hello?
Oh yeah, bro. I'm here.
Yeah, bro. Give your take. I think we lost Adewale, but we'll be right back soon, I guess.
Well, to me, my take is Nigerians. Davido's music is first class. You cannot say anything about his music and his philanthropy to help others. But my own take is that we have to do better as but I've seen the phenomenon. A lot of the big brother Nigeria people that do Big Brother, they'll ask for donations. They have their own fans who buy them various gifts and stuff like that. So when I saw the 100K, 100 million to Davido, it didn't surprise me. It's something that we Nigerians, we love supporting our fans or people that we admire. We support them financially, we support them mentally and everything, especially financially. It's something that's happened to almost all the Big Brother people. So when Davido said what he said, it wasn't, and I saw what we saw. It didn't surprise me. I'm happy for him and everything.
Well, it surprised me though. I have to tell you that. I didn't surprise me that people supported him, but it surprised me that amount of money can be generated within 3 hours, bro.
But this is what's been happening to the Big Brother Nigeria.
The Big Brother Nigeria don't even have a quarter of what Davido made today.
Exactly. So I'm just look at
wasn't White money in scripting plays and everything just to get 30 million naira, right? For 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Davido made 30 million in 30 minutes, bro.
How long has White money been a celebrity? How long has Davido been a celebrity? So that's what I'm saying.
White money is a reality TV now. It's a reality TV star. It's not really. It's a reality TV star though.
Telling me that you want Canelo to what do you call it? There's a guy in Nigeria called Sense Boy. He wants Sense, and he's a 144-pounder. He wants Sense Boy to be fighting the same opponents that Canelo is fighting and raising the same kind of money. No, it's not. It can't work. White money just became a celebrity. Them Big Brother, they just became celebrities a couple of months ago. David has been close to more than a decade in this thing. And David started off as a studio rat, as in somebody who was heavily in the studio. You said it with your own mouth now that he has a frog voice. How many people will you see with frog voices become pop musicians, pop megastars? He understands the studio and he understands networking and relationships, and it's made him a superstar. So these people are just starting. But when you said that, were you surprised by it? I said, man, I wasn't too surprised because I've seen the way Nigerians support their people who they admire in the past 2 years. They support them heavily. So you see that man in the mall talking to Davido, he admires him. He will support him heavily financially. He will bless him. So it's that same way. Celebrities who Nigerians admire, they support them. You keep on seeing that trend. So he doesn't support, but he's supporting people of celebrities and everything. So it doesn't really surprise me. I just think I think that we should actually do more for our people, more than just doing more for celebrities. That's my own take on it. But all power and all blessings to him, and he should actually enjoy his birthday.
Well, his friends said him to him, and by the way, our people are not the government, bro. You know, if I'm not mistaken, didn't our president budgeted? Didn't they budgeted how much? Is it not 500 million naira just for cleaning the Aso Rock? If I'm not mistaken.
Buhari person.
Yeah, bro. I mean, how can you budget 500 million naira to clean just for cleaning? Like, what kind of cleaning are you gonna do, bro? It's so weird. So what I'm saying. So our leadership is very, very backward, bro. Like, I mean, not backward, but our leadership is very, very, like, it's a disaster. You know, like a lot of greedy people there. So I think we need the new generation to take over. I think even though some new generations, some of them are also thieves, by the way. But there are also good people that have good intention, you know, for the nations. I think we need those people. It's just like how I used to bash every Nigerian embassy. You know, embassy in Berlin, for example, is a disaster. Ever since Goodluck Jonathan was, you know, dethroned, you know, Buhari took over power, bro. The embassy in Berlin has been a disaster, bro. Like bribery, you know, tribalism is rotten to the core. I don't want to be sectional here, but I heard that the person who is now the ambassador there is from some part of the country. You know, I don't want to mention it. Why? When I went to the Hague, you know, the other day, bro, it was very professional. It was like the embassy in the Hague, in Netherlands, is actually the best embassy, Nigerian embassy in the globe. I'll tell you right now. Very, very professional. Very professional. Very, bro. I said professional. When I say professional, I'm talking about the way they conduct their affairs. There is it will just make you like, to make you think, is this a Nigerian embassy, bro? Because Nigerian embassies are one of the worst places to be at in the globe. I mean, and the one in the Hague is different. So I think it just depends on the people we have. You know, we vote in power. But first of all, I thought I go fire the government, you know, fire all the corrupt and bad leaders, you know, all the Tunubus and other people who was killing the nation. But we'll get there. Don't worry, bro. It's your time, bro. Get there. So, guys, you heard it from our brothers right here. Stay tuned for my screen right here, and may Davido continue to, you know, prosper and do his thing. Love to see another Nigerian, you know, be supported, even though he already has the money and everything. But it's nice to see, you know, give the guys flowers while he's still here, not when he's gone. Never know where anybody can go, especially when his friends around him are actually losing their lives. You know, crazy, bro. So I want to say big shout out to each and every one of you, and keep supporting Boxing Blog Center. God bless you all, and cheers.
I like you very much. I hope say we have enough time to have some fun. You did, you know, feed resist. This girl will get this kind of grip, will get this kind of lift. For like I say, you dey my corner. Like a governor, son, I go spray you what the moolah. Girl, you go move for me, wine for me, from sunrise to sundown. Girl, I say I know no man, yeah. 95, we are gonna work on you.